Senator Roy Blunt is a Republican from Missouri, sits on the Senate Appropriations Committee, a member of the Senate Republican whip. Senator, good to have you. Good morning.
Good to be with you.
I don't know if you heard what John was just saying, but I wonder, are we getting anywhere this week ahead of the actual meeting on Friday?
It doesn't seem like to me there's much going on this week. I do hope that people are getting serious about reaching a conclusion. You know, one of the things is that divided government's a good time to solve big problems, and divided government failed the last 2 years. We've got another 2 years of it ahead of us, and we should try to solve these problems. Nobody's going to get them solved all their way, but we don't want to solve them in a way that causes problems for the economy. That needs to be at the top of the list of looking for solutions, and the president leading needs to be right there at the top of the list as well.
Yeah. A couple of things. Yesterday, Jay Carney talking about the combination of both higher rates and a limit on deductions, and then today we wake up to this $1.6 trillion number. Are we already seeing the sides retreat to their corners, as they say?
Well, if you do that, we won't get anything done. And if we don't get anything done, there's a reason they call it the fiscal cliff. You don't want to go off it. Everybody that evaluates the economic impact of that says it will have recessionary impact. There's a lot of money sitting on the sidelines right now, more than ever before. People are looking at the signals that they need to look at to decide whether they want to move forward and do things that create private sector jobs. Surely that's what the president ultimately wants. And to do that, he's going to have to be very careful about the way he leads through the next few weeks.
Yeah, so you're not, it's unfair to say you are discouraged at this early stage. Clearly, we don't know what he's going to say at 1:30, but a lot probably hinges on the tone he is going to take.
Well, a lot hinges on the tone he's going to take, and a lot hinges on the next 10 days or so. My belief is that when the House and Senate leave here this week, that the work of trying to put a package together just begins on Friday, and hopefully that'll be done the weekend after Thanksgiving, and we can come back and get some of these things done and send a clear message to the job creators and the investors in the country that the government's going to head in the right direction, and they need to head in a good direction for private sector job creation as well.
Senator, The Hill has a story up on their website right now talking about what they argue is the continued marginalization of Grover Norquist and hard anti-tax Republicans. They say that the incoming freshman class, fewer and fewer members agreed to take that pledge. Are you getting any sense that there is some give among lawmakers who maybe in a prior era might have said, I already promised not to do this?
Well, I think you see some give in the willingness of Republicans, the Speaker of the House, the Republican leader in the Senate, to look at the tax code and figure out how you modify the tax code, change the tax code where you're not picking as many winners as losers, winners and losers, but you're also in changing the tax code, not raising the marginal rates in a way that discourage people from making spending decisions of all kinds, including spending decisions that create jobs.
Senator, we're on pins and needles. To a large degree, the market is too. Always good to have your insight. Thanks for coming.
Good to be with you.
Senator Roy Blunt of Missouri.